guys, good morning. So today we are traveling to Ooty from Hyderabad. The time currently is 4:23 and distance it's showing 840 kilometers, 15 hours. The ETA 7:34 p.m. evening. So yeah, it's approx 15 hours of ETA. So let's see. We have planned charging stations, so you will get to know as we proceed with our travel. Flip my phone, toss it in my bag. Today's for us, no I charged the car to 100% before leaving home, and yeah, it's showing like 99% left and 511 kilometers of range. Let me set the trip A. We can make life's a tune, sing it till we break. Concrete warm under my bare feet. Okay, now it's 0. Anyways, we traveled 2 kilometers already, so I'll add that later. So in this video I will show you how you can travel with your EV to Ooty if you are planning or if you want to. This will be a trip of approx 1700 on highways, and rest 1 or 200 in Ooty. While we will be there, we will travel in Ooty, visiting places. So yeah, let's see. Also in this video you will get to know practically how can you drive to Ooty, how you can plan your charging stations. But anyways, there are a lot of charging stations on the route because anyways we are going via Bangalore. So yeah, at the end of the video you will get to see approx 2000 kilometers of road trip. What will be the charging cost, what will be the range in total, or the average kilometers per kilowatt hour it gave me, city drive and highway drive. So it will be a combination. So as you can see, this service road beside NOR looks beautiful. Hyderabad during the night time. I will try to cover in this journey how is the ride, how is the charging infrastructure. Anyways, till Bangalore it's very good, but yeah, after Bangalore till Ooty, how is it, we'll get to see. As you know, Ooty road is extremely curvy. Just before Ooty there are 50 plus curves. So yeah, we'll see how the car gives us the range and how the performance is. Anyways, the power is good, the torque is very good, but yeah, we haven't seen especially in the extreme climb how does the car perform. But I hope that it will be a no biggie for this car. We have driven 46 kilometers approx, and the car has consumed 10-11% already. Our next stop is 179 kilometers. But yeah, if we have enough battery, we will go to the next charging station. No need to wait. We won't stop for the next charging station. We'll go for the next one. Car is performing well. In highway the suspension also behaves well, but yeah, in bumpy roads it has lateral movement, a lot of lateral movement, especially in default. In highway this helps a lot in keeping the car stable at high speeds. So even if you are driving in 100, 110, 120, the car feels very well planted. So we have traveled 130 kilometers in 1 hour 50 minutes. So our average is 71 kilometers per hour, which I think is good because lots of traffic in Bangalore highway. I'm trying to keep the speed above 90, but yeah, when there is traffic then of course need to slow down. More kilometers to reach our next charger. Weather is nice, it's cloudy, but I haven't seen any rain, neither in Hyderabad nor in this highway. I think this time we will have a lot less rainfall, as per meteorological department already confirmed. June was the driest month after 1800s or something. That means in 100 years, like, June was the driest month. Anyways, we are marching forward towards Bangalore. Let's see when we reach. I am more excited to go to Bangalore, though it's just in the way I'm going to Ooty. But since I have lived in Bangalore for more than 10 years and I shifted to Hyderabad just last year July, so yeah, it feels like going back home. Traveled approx 200 kilometers already, and we have used 47% of our battery. So if you calculate like that, it's showing still 245 kilometers of range. It's giving around 440 kilometers of range, and I'm not driving slowly, so my speed is constant 100, 110, 115 like that. So with that kind of speed, the range is good. My next charger is 11 kilometers away, and that is a 180 kilowatts charger. Let's see how fast it charges. I'll keep you updated. With this kind of truck traffic and local traffic as well, as at 7 a.m. the local people are waking up, leaving for their work, so traffic is going to be more now. Let's see how much time it takes to reach Bangalore. So it is this Ooty charger. It is 180 kilowatt charger, but the car is getting charged at 95, 97 kilowatts because Mahindra has a different configuration. That is, it supports 240 volt charging, but this charge is a different volt. So that's, I'm not so sure. I'll let you know. But yeah, even 97 is a good fast charger, and the car was having 51% charge. So I'll top it up till 90 and move forward. Till then, I will have some tea and enjoy the cool breeze. Weather is really good. So yes, this charger is just in front of the Vista House, Kurnool. just 14 minutes, it has reached from 51 to 80%, and it was charging at 99, but yes, suddenly it dropped to 46 because it has crossed 80%. So after 80% the charging speed drops, and it just dropped to half. So I charged till 90% in 25 minutes, from 51 to 90. So that's a good fast charger. So for first 51 to 80 it just took 14 minutes. So our next Mahindra charger is 276 kilometers away, and it's showing 4 hours and 19 minutes to reach. The ETA is 12:04. Let's see if we're able to beat it. So at 90% the range is showing 501 kilometer. The road is actually bad after Kurnool. You can see lots of potholes, and they have tried to fix it, but yeah, it's not working. Now yeah, let's hope this road is good, because from last 30 kilometers the road has not been good. We have only moved 36 kilometers in 32 minutes. Slower than expected, but hope so it improves. Also, I feel the road is in elevation now, and that is why I am getting very low efficiency, as you can see. You can see I'm just getting 5.1 kilometers per kilowatt hour. So this is the kind of truck traffic I'm getting. They are not letting the cars go. See?
Street dreams package, no matter the cost.
No responsibility from truck driver. Seriously, they are racing here, and one of the truck drivers was literally, when I'm going on this lane, he suddenly from left lane he started coming to right. He could have just hit me, so I just hit the brake hard to save myself. But that's how trucks are behaving these days. No responsibility from truck drivers. While the intercity travel in this car is honestly bumpy in default mode especially, but in this kind of road the car is really outshining itself. The car really outshines. The road is extremely up and down, bumpy, with potholes, you can see. But I'm driving literally the car above 100, 110, 100, and it feels so planted, so controlled, and I'm so happy with the handling of this car that I can't explain it. Maybe compared to the luxury German sedans. I mean, there is minimal vertical movement in this bumpy road. The suspension is working beautifully. It is working exactly with the intent it was designed for, performance handling. And this car is literally made for performance. The brakes are so accurate, the bite is so good that once you press the brake, the car stops right there. And I have tested it multiple times in this road. drops from 80 to 50 within a fraction of seconds. See the bumping. Minimal vertical movement. I have seen other cars slowing down for these up and down road, but I haven't, honestly. And I'm driving this car in default mode. No range mode, no race mode. It's going over the potholes, the undulations, the patchwork like there is nothing. Of course you will feel the thud sound little bit. You will feel the tire going over it, but that's it. It is not going to throw you left and right. It will just pass over it smoothly. So happy. And I haven't slept for the whole night, and I have driven this car already 300 kilometers now. Actually more than 300 kilometers, and I'm not feeling tired even a little bit. So that's how comfortable, that's how, you know, silent the cabin is. The comfort of the cabin is so good. People say the seats are not exactly very good for BE6 in comparison to XEV9e, but I beg to differ. The seats are firm little bit, but it keeps you comfortable in long rides. I don't know the rear seat comfort for long rides because I haven't been in the rear seat, honestly. So I will tell you when I travel sitting in rear seat, or someone sits in the rear seat and they give me a comparison between their with some other car, how they feel about this car, rear seat cushioning and positioning, height, everything. But yes, front seats are comfortable. The steering is light, but as you gain the speed, the steering becomes hard. I have just activated the steering assist and it's keeping me in the lane. So just see. And even at 120, 125, if I'm leaving my steering, the car is keeping itself within the lane. That's how precisely the steering assist is working. If you see now, see. And in this kind of overtaking, or if there is any blockade in the road, it's just so easy to overtake anything on the road. As soon as you tap onto the accelerator, it gives you power even in default mode. And honestly, I haven't feel the need of changing the mode until and unless I'm in very bad road and the car is extremely slow. So I change it to range or everyday mode just to make the suspension softer. So we are in Kapoor's Cafe. I put the car on charge. My car current battery percentage is 28%. So it has just started charging. So it supports 180 kilowatt in this charger because it's Mahindra, and Mahindra cars have 400 ampere architecture. So currently it's taking 30 kilowatt, but yeah, it will increase. So car has given approx 420-30 kilometers of range because I am driving like I should in a highway, not below 100-110. When I started, it was charging at 180. Currently it's taking 149 kilowatt, 39 minutes to 100% from 28%. Really nice.
Saxophone
Fast. So we just left Capoose Cafe 1.5 hours later with 100% charge. Took only 40 minutes for the car to charge till 100%, but we had to wait for food because the restaurant was not open, and it opened at 11. Then we ordered curry and roti, and the curry had a fly in it, a dead fly. Then they changed it again and then they gave. So yep, we wasted 1 hour full. We are back on the road. So that's the Capoose Cafe. This is where we went. Our next stop will be Chargin by Mahindra again. It's 220 kilometers, showing 344 hours. It's near McDonald's, Maddur.